website, it have to be shown that what is the title. In the header part, you need to give a title. That is nothing but called head section. Head section is called a title. There are some rules, children. We have to follow some rules if you want to write a HTML code. I am reading out. Once all of you follow these rules. So rules for writing a HTML code. Tags and attributes are not case sensitive. So head and head have the same meaning. If I write like this, no problem. If I write all in the uppercase letters, also no problem. If I write all in the lowercase letters, also no problem. If I specify some are in uppercase and some are in lowercase also, no problem. That is meant it is not a case sensitive. What is the means of case sensitive? Means how like they have specified there, like that only we have to follow. Which is a case sensitive language, children? So HTML is not a case sensitive language and C is a case sensitive language. So which means HTML is not a case sensitive language. Next thing, container tags should always be closed because an unclosed tag can lead to the undesired results. If you open a paragraph tag here and you did not close in the program, then you will get some errors. So some errors, how like you will get? So you will get that one in the output. That's why whatever tag you have opened, you have to close that tag when you have completed that part. Values given to the attributes should be closed within quotes, especially if the value contains any blank spaces. As I said, if you are giving any null value, you have to specify it in the quotes. Here, why? Because I did not specify it in the double quotes also, I said why? It is a numerical value. So if you are giving any character, any word, you have to specify it in the double quotes. Next thing, attribute values can be case sensitive. As I said there, attribute values are case sensitive. When the tags are embedded, when you start a tag within another tag, you need to close the inner tag before closing the outer tag. For example, here it is I opened HTML and I opened head, and in the head I opened title. What I have to close first, children? Title I have to close first, then head. At last I have to close the HTML tag, like that. The tag's name should not contain spaces. For example, if you are writing any tag, you have to open angular bracket first. Then afterwards, no need to give any space. You does not require any requirement of space bar. So directly type anchor tag after body, like that. There should be no space between closing tag and open. If you are specifying it in the angular braces, you should not give any spaces. Like this you have to give. Next part, HTML document structure. As I said, head section and body section. Head section contains title. Title means it will display whatever the title you have given, that it will display in the web browser title bar. Next come to the body section. This body section is the largest part in the HTML document. Whatever the content, whatever the tags you want to give, what are the attributes you want to give, that all parts of the content you will give it into the body tag. So that's why once see the HTML structure. So this is a HTML tag, and afterwards you have to open header section. This header part is optional. If you want to give, you can give. Otherwise, no need to mention header section. In the header section, title. If I want to give the title, compulsory you have to open header tag. Next, you have to close the title. Next, close header. Next, body. In the body, whatever the content, whatever the tags, whatever the attributes that we will specify here, then close body. Then at last close HTML. This is the basic structure of the HTML. How to close I said, and how to open it in the web browser also I said. Next part. In the HTML body part, we have contains some keywords. What are those keywords? Let's see here. Document type. If you are using HTML5 version, this document type, it won't display in the web browser. It will allows us, it will view, it will makes us to view. So it will specify which document you are using, which version you are using, and which language you are using. For example, you want to use a language equals to EN. EN stands for English. These are things it will specify in the document type. Next, here in the document type, language is an attribute. So if you, first of all, if you want to use this one, you have to open HTML tag, then you have to type this tag, and you have, if you want to use an attribute, language equals to EN. If you want to use, you can use, otherwise no need to mention. Next thing, header part. In the header part, I said title tag is there. Not only title, you can also mention characters, set, styles, links, and so on. These are all things we can mention in the head section. This head section, only the title only we can see. Remaining all we can't, it can't display in the web browser. Next thing comes to the body tag, metadata. Metadata, it is about the complete information. Metadata is about the data. What data, children? It are meta are elements, especially we use in the key to describe keywords, names, and etc. If you want to specify, for example, you are writing any story, if you want to write the author name, so you can specify this metadata, and in that you can write author equals to the name, so and so name, if you want to get that one. Next, you can also, for example, UTF-8 is used for English language. These are all things we can provide in the metadata. This also will be provided in the header part. Next, as I said, title bar. Title, in the title, if you want to give the title, that one will specify in the title tag. Next comes to the topic body tag. In the body tag, I said all the content, whatever the content you want to give, that all content will be, if we use in the body tag. But if you open body tag, in those the tags, attributes, the values, elements, whatever you want to type. If you want to type the paragraph also, we'll specify in the body tag. The body tag contains two levels, block level elements and text level elements. What is the means of block level elements, children? In the block level elements, this does not require any line break. This requires a line break. If you want to give a paragraph, if you are starting a paragraph generally starts with a new line. So it requires a line break. So what are the different types of block level elements, children? Paragraph, heading, horizontal rule, and centering. This requires a line break. And next comes to the last topic, text level. So is block level elements does not, it will take a line break. The text level elements does not take a line break. So what are those, children? So in the paragraph, if you want to make this word as bold or italic or underline, we'll use these text level elements. For example, B. For example, I. For example, underline. So these all are text level elements. These are all topics are about our second lesson, understanding HTML. I hope you all are understood, children. Thank you.